This hour, the Supreme Court now allowing the Trump administration to move forward with laying off a mass number of federal workers and begin restructuring the federal workforce. And now we have learned within the past hour or so that the State Department could begin laying off 2,000 employees as soon as tomorrow. I spoke with the president of the American Federation of Government Employees to get his reaction to not only the verdict, but this most recent development regarding the State Department. Take a listen. Dr. Kelly, I want to get your reaction to the big news that we're getting this afternoon that the State Department will begin the process of laying off potentially 2,000 of its employees as soon as tomorrow. What goes through your mind when you hear that news?
Well, first of all, that should not be a rush to implement these extreme layoffs. It was created by Elon Musk before, there could ever be a time to review and evaluate the consequences. Now, we saw what happened when the VA did just that, right? The secretary dramatically scaled back Musk's plans. Secretary Rubio should also engage in the, same kind of careful analysis and, see what should be done. He should do just like everyone else. If you want a real good, productive federal government, I think that's the way to do it. They got the opportunity, in my opinion, here to make sure that the State Department continues to have the, talent that's necessary to perform the work that need to be performed for America's workers and America's people.
Dr. Kelly, the government says that these cuts are necessary to improve efficiency within the federal workforce. To that, you say what?
To that, I say again, there needs to be a careful analysis because, in my opinion, it's not necessary. I think that it's far-reaching. I think that if the secretary were to sit down and have a conversation with the people that's doing this work every single day, they'll find out that it's not necessary, and that the American people need these employees on the job performing these services that they desperately need.
No doubt the union has certainly dealt with its legal challenges, and clearly these challenges continue even in the midst of this decision from the U.S. Supreme Court. What can the union do in this case and others to protect federal workers and potentially keep them on the job?
Well, again, what we are doing, we're going to continue because we believe we're right. Even the court system believe that we are right. Now, we're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to stand up for federal employees when they are wrong. And we're going to encourage the rest of America to do the same. Because I think that, more Americans begin to encourage Congress to stand up and do their job and take the authority that they've been given. I think that is the key.
What do you want to say to federal workers right now that are still on the job, concerned about what the future looks like for them, dealing with a high degree of uncertainty? What do you want to say to them?
I want to say to them, to be hopeful, okay? Because I believe that, time is on our side. I believe that in the end, we're going to win because what we are fighting, we're fighting on the right side of it, okay? Because it is clear that what this administration is doing is not right. It is improper and it's illegal. And we will continue to fight this fight until we win.
Walk me through what that fight is going to look like over the next days and weeks.
Well, it's hard to say what it's going to look like over the next days and weeks, but I do believe that the Ninth Circuit is going to continue to proceed with the legalities of these actions, and I believe that will prevail, but how long that's going to take, I just don't know.
Dr. Kelly, we appreciate your time this afternoon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Larry.